Okay, let's see if Lichess notice my stream now. Oh, it is called with Lichess.org in the name. So must see. Okay, looks like it does see. I cannot really understand how to remove this. It doesn't seem like there is such. Oh yes, it shows me a streaming now. Light work. We are streaming now. Oh, that's 5 plus 0, so we better not blunder anything simple. Okay, so I usually say that white should play knight e3 before they play both of these two moves, because otherwise this knight a6 idea is pretty annoying. And now that white exchanged their light square bishop, we are not afraid of this one, so I guess we can allow ourselves to play e5. It's still probably a bit better for white, but not as winning as the starting position in atomic. Now I want to play this. Yeah, I want to play e4 actually, to have this move. Now it seems so easy to blunder something. If he plays with something on f4, I have e3, so probably it's not super dangerous for me. I hope so, at least. Can we play bishop a3? I really want to play that. To ask his queen some questions here. If he takes, he is completely lost, so he needs to do maybe something else. But what? Maybe this move, so that I take the queen. He takes the queen, but this pawn guarantees that I will have an advantage in this position. He also can play this. I guess I can even play this, play this. There are lots of options for me, so I'm not afraid of queen d1. Maybe I just play this, and this is a mate threat. If he plays c4, then yes, but I will take the material here. And it's plenty of material, so I should win. I think the easiest way to win is maybe not the easiest, really. I want to save my knight. If he plays check, I will take, and yeah, now this move. Now we will block this pawn with our knight. And yeah, it should be easy win now. Just block everything, push this pawn and activate our rook, and it's GG. I don't see what is the idea of rook h2. Okay, and now it is even displayed that I am streaming in hourly itself, which is pretty good. Can I see YouTube chat maybe? There's nobody in chat, so let's just proceed. If he takes, I have queen h5. It doesn't take. I still have queen h5. So checkmate very shortly. Just remove that.
Checkmate.
When we didn't get a berserk point. That's unfortunate. Maybe we should make a smarter move there. Like knight e7. Then the game lasts one more move and we get a berserk point. Find some more interesting players to play. Who is Nos playing? Oh, he plays Racing Kings.
Ready. Going berserk.
Maybe we should challenge Never of Zero or not so. It's more pleasant to play with Natsu because he is an opponent that is actually possible to play. Like Never of Zero. Yeah, that's pretty boring game. My opponent just takes lots of time and makes quite clueless moves. Just allows me to develop and attack him. Probably, I hope he plays this no noticed checkmate threat. Okay. Maybe not notices now.
Check.
Nah.
Kaboom. Kaboom.
Let's just push this pawn and checkmate him. This is really annoying to play, honestly. Like he thinks on every move and makes a bad move. What is this? I think you should first learn to play classical chess. To play like 15 plus 10 maybe. Because clearly at such chess level This is too fast time control to actually make good moves.
Kaboom. Check. 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 Victory.
Well, I will find a more interesting event to stream. I will find a more interesting event to stream. I think very soon. Maybe. I'm not sure if Atomic Chess League will happen, but if it happens, maybe I will stream it. And anyway, there are arenas with more interesting opponents. This is just a test stream. I'm happy that Lichess finally sees that I'm streaming, so I think if we get another maybe we should solve some puzzles instead. Okay, one last atomic game maybe.
Ready.
Yeah, this will be.
Going berserk.
Well, with this rating some people can show some interesting stuff. So let's see. Oh, e3, why e3? Is there any scam like knight e4? So I will need to defend, and does this move queen f3? Yeah, I don't like that. So I probably should play d5 and take advantage of this fact that he doesn't have any tricks like that. No, I would really love to play decent bishop f5. To prevent any threats. He can still take. I cannot ignore this threat, I guess. I'll just exchange my bishop. But I like that my pawns are much more advanced now. Okay, this looks like a blunder by him. I don't think you should allow that. Maybe this... no, he doesn't have this move because checkmate, but... this might be an idea. Okay, this is just... okay, let's not blunder anything, please. If takes, then I just checkmate. This I take. Okay, I'm up the whole queen.
Kaboom.
This should be easy win right now. Let's play this. I take material.
Kaboom.
Oh, I missed that, but it doesn't matter at all.
Kaboom.
Without any rooks, he cannot do anything.
Check. Kaboom. Check.
Cannot
Check.
do anything. I
Check.
play this and it's a checkmate.
Checkmate.
Okay, maybe one more game. I even farmed some rating. Maybe we'll get a strong opponent. There's actually 2200 playing. It's a funny admission.
Ready. Going.
Why am I getting only opponents with such rating? Only one 1700, but that's not that much. There are actually 2000 playing in this tournament, so I don't understand why. I just want to win in a few moves again. So I play knight f3, e4.
Kaboom. Check.
I think this opening is very good to win in a few moves against low rated opponents.
Kaboom. Ready. Going berserk. Going berserk. Kaboom.
Okay, what is this opening? It's not strong. I want to play knight a6 and he play knight a3 somehow. Okay, he doesn't anyway. There might have been some scam like that, but didn't play it. Usually c5 is an idea in such positions. Takes. So I want to castle somehow, but it's hard to develop this bishop, also I can play this. Okay, let's... Yeah, because if I don't play c5, there are constantly this move, which I don't like. We should take, I guess. Maybe not. Because otherwise he just takes. I don't like this position.
Kaboom.
Maybe we should play c4 really. I don't like this at all. Maybe I will manage to play queen a4. This time I unpinned my knight, so it threatens to go and my queen is going somewhere. So this might already be a blunder if he finds something strong. d5 doesn't look dangerous. It might be actually dangerous, but
Kaboom.
I don't feel that threatened here. Okay, take. I really want to go with the knight. Yes, and now I have quite strong attack in my opinion. Everything is coming to him. But after this move I might not be able to inject my knight into his position. also I don't like the fact that he can play forward.
Time is running out.
Wait, I don't have time. He plays a strong move, unfortunately.
Kaboom.
Yes, I'm afraid of this. Maybe I will be able to checkmate him. He needs to take it, I think. But then this. So probably he will play and try to survive somehow my checking bishops. Yeah, he's trying to survive my bishops. Okay,
Check.
let's see if he is able to do that.
Check.
Not sure if there is a checkmate here. But this pawn is very annoying for him. Oh, this is not a check. Let's do this and checkmate.
Checkmate.
Victory.
Whew. Yes, this was not so easy.
Ready. Going berserk.
Yes, I'm also sad that Lichess doesn't match me with at least 1900. Wait, we already played this versus this guy. Maybe this we won't lose to us second time like this.
Check.
But he did lose.
Kaboom.
Oh, hi Chess, my. I have a challenge for him to reach 1800.
Going
Should be perfectly doable for him with his chess rating. Again? Wait, I'm playing this guy again in the same. Oh, come on.
Kaboom.
It's spamming this opening. I really dislike this. I should play c5 anyway, it feels. Oh, maybe I should have taken the knight. If I take, he plays knight c4. Maybe I should play a5, a4 first. Not allow any queen tricks. And then I will be able to play that. Oh, but he will take here first, maybe.
Kaboom.
Even this. Okay, let's force him to take this way.
Kaboom.
It's not like I have some checkmate, just to prevent this one. Okay. I really dislike this position.
Check.
He just plays f5, right? Then we can be scammed. Maybe we should play this first, so that we will have this check if he plays f5. He just takes, right? This is bad for us, because he will play f5. What can I do? I feel I can only castle and hope that I will be able to develop somehow. I do this, he takes and checkmates me, which is not our plan.
Time is running out.
I guess I should take this. I really dislike this position. It doesn't feel like I can do much. Yeah, feels like we are lost here, or at least a draw. What does he do? He needs to take now.
Kaboom. Kaboom. Kaboom.
This might be a loss actually. We need to block with our king very high to avoid the loss here. Yes, let's do this. He will flag us if he's smart enough.
Kaboom.
Okay, we won't allow that.
Kaboom.
Okay, this is probably not a smart move by him. Now we must be able to win this.
Kaboom. Kaboom.
Now it's light work.
Check. 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 Check.
Checkmate.
Victory.
Whew. Yeah, it was easy flag for him. But he needed to make like 50 moves with the knight. Then take something. It wouldn't be easy flag.
Ready.
Okay, I already lost to this guy twice. I'm not berserking him. Probably both times on berserk. I suppose. Maybe not. Yeah, this one will be an interesting guy.
Kaboom.
2000 atomic games. He actually plays good moves here. And c6 is a good move too. I think I should play d4. If I remember correctly. If he plays this one, then I will have this. There is nothing, really. Okay.
Check.
At least I don't see any threats. He will exchange queens, but who cares? The endgame seems good for me because of knight c4 trick. Just my pieces are playing much more actively than his. Because he has extra pawn, which is not so good for me.
Kaboom.
Okay, let's take.
Kaboom.
Takes. Now this pawn might be dangerous for him. Let me play this, by the way. This knight will be exchanged to this bishop. Let's exchange it.
Kaboom.
No, he doesn't have this move. I kind of want to play b4, b5. But I feel that's too slow. I need to push this pawn. So I'll play c4 instead. We will try to prove here that our activity is better. Actually, this move might be dangerous. Here. Yeah, I should not play this one. Maybe I can play like that, so that he cannot castle. like a blunder by him.
Kaboom. Kaboom.
Yeah, this is easy win now. No flags, no scams, nothing. In this position I can just do this.
Check. Kaboom. Kaboom.
I don't care.
Kaboom. Check. Kaboom. Kaboom. Kaboom.
Okay, that was an interesting game. Maybe it was the last one since the timer is ticking.
Ready.
No, it wasn't the last one.
Going berserk.
Let's go Zerk. With white I am not afraid of. 1900. Please beat me. Okay, I will try at least. Hi. D4 or E4? I think there is no difference really. Maybe there is. If he wants to sacrifice a knight. Can I do this? Oh, maybe there was a difference because I want to play here. Yes, there was a difference probably. But whatever. This one. I will sack material, I don't care. This is too dangerous for him.
Kaboom.
Yes, so... let's just push our pawns unknowingly. I have bishop for the knight and pawns more advanced than his, so should be just a stable advantage in this position. I can put the bishop here and open right. How will he defend from that?
Kaboom.
Okay, now I have two bishops, which is even better. Which is even better. Okay, let's play b4, c4, a4, f4. Okay, now I want to take this really because we can light squares.
Kaboom.
If this I can just take the knight somehow. Yes, I think this position is now very good for me. Saved the rook, but the bishop is invading and it will be GG soon if he won't invent some scams. Okay, let's castle so that I can actually take. I take this way.
Kaboom.
Oh wait, I missed that. Shouldn't have missed that. I had this check and bishop f4. Yes, he didn't even notice, maybe. Queen c7. Let's just prevent this idea. I mean, this one. Okay, I want to take this way
Kaboom.
to create threats. Queen c7 is still a move, but not to a great effect. Okay. Actually, queen a4 also looked nice. So this is with tempo on his rook.
Time is
So I
running
won't
out.
even take, maybe. Maybe I should take, really. I don't know. I just want some activity. I already have material, right? Two extra bishops should be enough to win. Oh, I have little time though. If I take this, I will win very fast. Maybe place this, but then I take this way. Yes, should be easy win.
Kaboom. Kaboom.
And we just win this pawn end game. Let's push this pawn actually.
Victory. Oh my god, you won the tournament.
Okay, this was nice tournament. Let's maybe analyze some games. Okay, which one was most interesting? Maybe this one? Yeah, this one definitely was.
Check.
Didn't go quite well for me. So is this position drawn? It should really be drawn, because this pawn is not advanced enough. If he captures with the knight any pawn, then I will be able to block with the king on third rank, and then it's a Zugzwang. So this must be a draw. Of course, at such time situation, it is actually an easy win by flag. Like just jump with the knight many times. And it's very hard to make 50 moves in this time. So this was a draw before this exchange. After this exchange, and before this exchange, I don't think this changes. Oh, actually, there might be a winning idea in this position. He somehow manages to capture this pawn. His knight is so trapped, by the way. Like, the knight cannot do anything. These squares are not available due to capture, so the knight can only jump this way. Wow, I never saw anything like that. Like, the knight cannot really... Wait, it can do actually something. So I need to be careful here, because I cannot really block like this, right? So this is a winning idea for him in this position. Knight a1, this move. Maybe I have some defensive ideas here. This is an interesting endgame. Is this a win? Wait, this is a black win. But how? Oh, true. promote first. Or even this way, this is easier. Yes, so the knight cannot escape, but if the knight escapes somehow... Yes, I mean, this is not an idea really. Okay. Okay, so this was just a draw. I mean, most of such endgames, knight versus pawn, are a draw if the knight cannot perform a capture of very advanced pawn, then this must be a draw. But sometimes, if there are 3 pawns like that, then the knight can capture one of them and it's a win for white. Okay, this position must be a draw still, I guess. Yeah. So in this position, this capture doesn't do much. Yeah, I mean, he can try to do that, but I still... Oh wait, maybe this is a win now. Because this pawn, knight can capture this pawn potentially. But this still will be hard to win. Because there is no clear path for the knight to this pawn. Is this a win? This king g2 must be a win here. What is this move? Then this here. So I need to play this, threaten with this move. Wait, even this is a win? Alright, this is very easy. And if I play this way, then king here and knight will probably be able to capture that pawn somehow. Yes, if I exchange these pawns properly, then the knight will be able to capture. So you see, this position is already won for the knight. And white has a very important idea here to try blocks one of these backwards pawns and block this pawn with the king in such a way that they are too backwards compared to my pawn. Maybe even this wins. No, this is a draw. Yeah, because I am able here in time. So you need to be careful here, but it's a win. Maybe you can even create a passed pawn for yourself. Yeah, this might also be an easy version. No, you still need to do that. Yes, you still need to do that, really. Okay. Oh, and here there was a draw by h5. But like, in reality, with such time situation, h5 of course wasn't a draw. It was a guaranteed loss. Oh, it's actually a loss. Okay, it's some engine crab, but of course white is better in that position. So here I played this way. Maybe there was something better. Like, since we looked at that endgame, makes sense if h pawn is already on h5. Then it probably will be better for us than otherwise. Of course he has an idea to play this. I guess it's not too dangerous for me. This shouldn't be a win really. Because like I am able to block on the right square. Let's see if h5 draws. Yes, h5 draws. Even g takes h4 draws. So yeah, this move was a blunder actually. This loses now. Here I cannot really play any of the rooks here. think you can just take actually and win, right? In the same way. Should be winning. H5 was even a simple win. Again, because of the idea to exchange everything. And then play winning knight versus pawn endgame. So yeah, I probably don't have such a good move in this position. H5 is better. Yeah, H5 is better because it blocks any ideas of white to block this pawn. Still it probably loses. Okay, so did I have anything in this position? Because this got really confusing. Maybe I could capture this way. And if he plays this doesn't look so good for him, to be honest. Like, even probably g5. The bishop is blocking this pawn perfectly, and my rooks will probably play here. So if I take this way, he needs to take this way. And it's still annoying for me, because he gets back the material. It doesn't look good for me at all. If I play this, he just takes, and I have no defense from checkmate. Is there any way to draw this? I don't see really. Queen e3.
Check.
Takes. Yeah, this was a nice tactics. Yeah, like I should have noticed that, especially during analysis. For some reason completely blind to this. Not my day today. I guess I shouldn't play versus nuts or nose, or I lose a lot of rating. This is really simple tactics.
Check.
Okay. So castling is probably not a mistake. Yes, all the other moves are possible. And here probably queen g5 was not the correct move. Maybe it was actually. Because I really don't like f5 in this position. Maybe I have this. This is a very funny looking move because
Check.
I just give up tons of material, but there is no safe square for white king there. So this is just a checkmate. Oh, but he has this move, right? No, so this is not an idea. But that would be funny if it worked. This one I don't like. I don't know. Maybe I can play this. But like, even this way doesn't look too good for me. It's very hard to tell, especially since I was low on time. Bishop e7 is castling immediately. This castling looks sensible, but f5, no? h5 takes. So again I play pretty annoying endgame knight versus pawn, but it will be okay for me. Maybe it will be okay because I managed to activate my rooks here somehow. Like, I don't know. Cannot really play that. So this is a threat. Is is something strange, like this
check,
draw. Yeah, but this was very hard to see anyway. So in this position, maybe there is a better way to defend from this. I probably can play queen c7 and castling it. You cannot play f5 now. You can still play maybe this. But it doesn't look that dangerous. Maybe queen c7 was a better move here. Yes, it probably was fine. It's -2. And queen f7. Queen f6 is just 0 plus something. g5 was even better. But it was kind of scary to make. You need to notice that white king is in bigger danger than mine. That white doesn't really have time for this. So yeah, if you see that, g5 is completely sensible move. Here, I need to prevent this. Maybe this was a better move since probably needs to cannot play with the pawn because I take the queen. Maybe can actually. Wow. Queen second and but I doubt this works. Maybe bishop a5 was better. h5. No, I have just win here. Oh yeah, because there is g5. Yeah, but both moves worked. What else? Is a5 a good move actually? That's a fine move. There are tons of alternatives. This one to prevent castling. Yeah. I definitely like the inclusion of these two moves because it allows me to castle quicker and put my rook on this stupid f file. Bishop takes f6 is generally not a good idea. You have this knight pin. Probably he was afraid of queen c7, some knight move, but there is no knight moves. So usually you don't want to take like that. a4 was probably not too good either. I should play queen c7 here. Yeah. Is c5 sensible here? Yes, c5 is fine. So play. I wondered if I can play this one. Even maybe exchange to the knight, but he will not take with the knight, unfortunately. Funny, I have many games here. c5 can be played even earlier. Okay, I guess that's enough for this game. So we just have quite nice position. But then I missed that. I just need to play g5 and didn't defend quite well versus this threat. What else do we have? This game. I guess knight f5 is a fine move here. Yes, he can take this way, but I have enough compensation here because of all those threats. He requested engine turbation, okay. Let's analyze it backwards again. Okay, this was completely winning for me. This was completely winning. I believe after I managed to put my bishop there, so c5 is a critical blunder. Yes, now it's plus 11. Plus 5 is still a playable position. Although engine says that probably my bishops are very good and my pawns are very good. And these knights are not too good. They're hard to develop properly. So played the opening quite well, I guess. This capture was not necessary. Like, there was a debate whether the bishop is worth more than a knight, but I just see players doing stuff like that all the time, and every time they do that, this is a mistake. So I generally believe that bishops are worth more than knights, especially when knight is already neutralized by the pawn. And the only idea that he has is knight c4 usually, maybe sometimes takes. But and in endgame also knights are not super good. They're sometimes good for checking the king that is blocking the passed pawn, but in endgames the ability of bishop to block the rooks more effectively, I think, is more decisive. So generally you don't want to just exchange your bishop to the knight. g4. I don't understand what's the difference. What is bad after g4? Nothing. Just engine wants to play f5 as quickly as possible. Okay. Yes, I could also have taken, but generally the idea in this opening is to exchange these ones, guys. So knight f5 is sensible. Yes, and maybe I should play e4 really, or even this one. e4, h5. Do I really have that good initiative along the g file? I don't like to play this opening like that. Yes, of course I have a lot of mistakes. Wait, engine says negative? Well, it's server engine, it's probably not that good. Our engine says that it's plus. e5. You're not afraid of anything? Okay. That's weird. Okay, so you play knight f5 in this position, I guess. Not d4, not e4, but you can play d4. Anyway. Okay, what was this game?
Check. Check.
Okay, here it was completely losing, I believe. Nothing white can do. Yeah. So here might not be that losing. I generally have the idea to block. I cannot take, but wow.
Check.
Well, this definitely was double-edged. Engine finds the correct defense, but it's very easy to lose like that. My pieces are active too, on the other hand. Was there anything better here? So it feels like you need to make some move. But I didn't see anything concrete after those moves. Takes. Yeah, I'm not sure. c4 is a bad move. No, it's also fine. Okay. This position is good for me as I expected. it's minus at least. So was queen d7 actually a good idea? Well, I guess it's fine. I wanted to take. Okay, it was a fine idea, but there was just better ideas in this position. What to do? Just allow? Oh, you cannot take this really. So he will play d6. I really dislike that. Even if it's minus 11. Have some compensation for this fact. Because just checkmate.
check,
I was too busy defending as always. I didn't notice this opportunity to attack, but this is not easy to notice. So basically I shouldn't probably play. Yeah, but this is not obvious at all. C4 or D5 also. Oh, yeah, this was easier to notice. So just C4 prevents any ideas of him to play in D5 because of this. And this pawn blocks the knight also conveniently and opens the queen. So yeah, this move actually is quite cool move. Because if you see this move, you play it really. I like this. Allowing all this. This needs some calculation. Okay, yeah, this was quite unpleasant position. I played g6. It was a good move, I guess. Yes, it was a good move. He played what I expected, and then I didn't find too good response. Okay, so here takes is forced. Is knight a6 a good move? Yeah, knight f6, knight a6. And I play bishop g4 in this position. What's next? Yeah, here he just blundered some material, so let's just analyze backwards from this moment. If he plays this and I play this, I will get scammed probably. Maybe not. Is there any win for black here? Actually might be losing for black. It will be funny. Yes, it's losing for black. So I can play bishop b5 probably, no? I'll play this maybe. Not committing that fast. It's not so good. And definitely it doesn't feel good for me. So here I probably should play bishop takes bishop. Or bishop h3, yeah. I feel I lost the advantage somewhere. b3, g3 wasn't so good, but it set up a trap that actually won me the game, but maybe b4 was better. What engine suggests? Yeah, b4 with idea b5. King b1 might be... King b1 feels very passive. I really would like to develop this bishop and my rook. b4 castles. But how do I win this position actually? It's equal material. Only pawn for knight. Strong pawn, no questions, but... Yeah, maybe this way. Just takes, no. This is completely drawn position. I'm not sure there is a win. knight goes passive, but like probably it's a draw. So maybe g3 was a practical move, to be honest. What have I missed earlier? Probably I need to move into this place. d4 is not a good move, right? No, engine says it's fine. Queen a5. Oh, c3 was a bad move. Because if he takes, then I take this, right? So before his queen would be very misplaced. d6 and e4. Yeah, and then we play queen imbalance. That would be actually good for me. Right, I missed that idea. So you play b4. d4, I think I looked at this position in my analysis. And remember that unlike the case when the knight is on c3, you play not e4. If the knight would be on c3, you usually play e4, g6, rook a6. But in this position you play d4 for whatever reason. Okay. This is my game from previous stream. I mean, I shouldn't really play knight a6 here, right? Just a bad move. I should just take, and I have perfect win rate there. Yes, I managed to mess up this position very quickly. It was minus for black. Okay, anyway, I think this is not so interesting. This was some spam. In this position, there is a subtle difference between saving our knight in this way and taking immediately. And the difference is, if you do this, and suddenly, yeah, maybe not in this exact position. There was some difference actually. No, I don't remember. Yeah, I think the difference was if white played this immediately. That there is actually a big difference. And the difference is, if you do stuff like that, this is checkmate. And if you take immediately, and suddenly this is not a checkmate. I think the reason is that if he plays queen a5 here, then I have queen d3 takes, and right work, queen is now hanging here. But if knight f3, d3 already played d3, not d4, then in the same line, queen a5 is a mate. So this is a very subtle difference why if they play bishop a6 you usually don't want to do this move in d3. You want to capture the bishop immediately. But in this case it didn't matter much because c6 was already played. But I didn't know that, so I captured the bishop immediately. And finally this is already only +1 position. Although this opening should have been much better for white. But okay, no mistakes here. d6 might be a slight inaccuracy, but not a big one. And here I just blundered that move. Of course, after knight a6 he wouldn't have anything like that. I could also play this to protect this square. I thought that after c3 his main threat is this and this. His main threat was actually queen b3. Then I just suffered this position. Wait, he didn't play it immediately, I just missed it again and again. It was mate. Yeah. It's funny actually. And I still won the game. Yeah, this was terrible game. How I managed to win this, I don't know. It was completely winning all alone. After this move it became quite
check,
interesting again. Oh, this is actually losing.
check, check, check,
Yeah, I was not sure. I'm not sure I would be able to checkmate him here. It's usually very hard to checkmate in such positions with rook and bishop, when all those pawns. For white, it's very easy to play. Like, if you're given a check, okay, you just retreat. If you not, then you push some pawns. For black, it's you actually need to calculate some mates in these positions. I mean, even this.
check,
What is this? Checkmate.
check,
Oh, and he queens, and I still
Check.
checkmate somehow. It's visually not clear at all. Just this move. This is nonsense. I would never find this in 13 seconds, right? So this would probably end in a draw if he took this pawn. So really, this was a practical decision. Okay, never mind. Let's maybe solve some puzzles, but not. I really think that Puzzle Storm is not a very streamable format, because you just solve puzzles as quickly as possible and cannot comment on anything. So let's do a puzzle streak, which is similar to Puzzle Storm, but I can actually say something while solving. So here it's pretty obvious, but it will get harder.
Checkmate.
Okay, already got harder, right? No. What is the move? Just checkmate. He stepped on a mine square, so I suppose I need to play this. Now I captured this pawn. This is just checkmate.
Checkmate.
This just checkmate, right?
Checkmate.
This is just checkmate.
Checkmate.
This is also just checkmate.
Checkmate.
Wait, how do I play this? I think I need to take this check, because otherwise there is some perpetual checks at the very least. And he retreats to here. Oh, and I take this rook, right? Okay, let's take.
Checkmate.
Maybe check. And win the bishop. If he closes like that, I still take the bishop, right? I won't be tempted to take another bishop. Okay. I can take, but I can also give this check, and this is checkmate, right? Yeah, this is checkmate. And this is checkmate too.
Checkmate.
what is this? I actually want to play this fork. Okay, nice. Now if I try to promote then the knight, I'll stop my pawn. This actually is not so easy already. What do I do in this position? I guess I can just win a knight. Say that this should be win for me. Maybe I can do that. This needs to be calculated though. So like that. He tries to exchange all my pawns. Maybe I just ignore that and play this. Takes, takes. Takes, takes. Or plays forward, but my knight will be able to take care of those pawns. Anyway, probably my knight will be able to protect this pawn somehow. Like from this square if the king goes this way, or from this square if the king goes that way, so I guess I should play this. I just catch this pawn. Okay.
Checkmate.
Okay, we are white. I guess this is checkmate.
Checkmate.
Which rook to take this? I really want to take with this rook. It just feels stronger. Yeah, if king goes to back rank, then we checkmate him. Or at least win a lot of material, and if kings go there, then we checkmate him this way, right? Yeah.
Check.
Pom pom pom. What to do here? What to do? How to play bishop takes. So this is an annoying pin, so he probably needs to take the bishop. And then I play this move and win a queen, right? This should work like that.
Check.
Can I just sack and it's checkmate, right? Yes. Nice.
Checkmate.
This is nice. Here's some scams maybe. Can I do check? Cannot do this check because he takes. Oh, but I can do a checkmate, right? Yes, looks like I can do checkmate.
Checkmate.
Okay, here I might want to capture the knight first, so that it doesn't mess with anything. Then push this. And if he takes, I win. If he retreats, then this. Yeah, I win too. And if I don't capture the knight, then probably I will be too slow somehow. Here takes, and I don't know. Some knight move maybe. Or maybe just capture this. Anyway, I will take. Wow! He played immediately. It's funny. Oh, because I don't win after he does something else. He just plays this. Wow, what a scam. There are very scammy puzzles even in this range. Of course, it's pretty easy to see these moves. That's why the puzzle is low rated, but it's not so easy to calculate usually. You need to actually calculate everything. You just see that black has nothing here. And even if black plays this, they still have nothing. Oh, but in this case here, in this case it's pretty obvious. But in this case, like you need to... I saw this, but it felt like the knight still can do something. Well, okay, let's try again. And be more careful this time. Maybe this move. Wait. Why it's so hard already? Just... Oh, I have this check. Right.
Check.
Wow.
Checkmate.
I really feel like some low-rated puzzles are much harder than their rating actually.
Checkmate.
For whatever reason. Like, what is this? This is just mate in one.
Checkmate.
Of course this is low-rated puzzle, but other puzzles are like, you need to make some exact moves, maybe easy to see, but also easy to make incorrect moves. Takes. Takes.
Check.
This is just checkmate.
Checkmate.
This is interesting. I can take, and then say this pawn will be promoted. So probably a queen will win even against 3 pawns, right? If I retreat with the king, it should certainly won't be that easy. I want to capture the knight so that I will capture this bishop next. Or if he captures the queen, then I also capture the queen. Takes. I captured one piece more. Probably captures on g7. I take. Yeah, maybe this should work. Really. Okay, this looks simple. What do I play first? I guess I play this first. And then capture the bishop. Like, is this a win really? Takes. Pawn promotes, I give up the bishop back. This is a rook endgame with one extra pawn. I have no idea actually if it is a win or not. Maybe I just have some checkmate here. Wait. If I take it immediately, takes with the king. I don't have anything, right? It's already a scammy puzzle. But like, I guess I need to take. Well, this is strange. Again, I mean the moves are simple though. But it's not easy to see that it's actually a win. Okay, I guess I should take and checkmate him, right? Right.
Checkmate.
Here, I got to take this. But then this move becomes annoying. Maybe maybe I just want to win a rook. Right. Here, if I exchange, then the pawn endgame should be winning, since my king is much closer. I want to make this move. Does it work though? Oh, I play this and then queen check. Wait, what if king g1? And then takes with another check, king h1. And I take the rook, take, and I win.
check,
What to do here? What to do? I can promote actually, but then I will probably get checkmated, maybe not. So I can try to checkmate my well, the king can escape here. I can play this move, but then I can escape here, so I cannot really checkmate in this position. So I kind of want to promote. Then, is there any perpetual? Doesn't look like it. The queen will give some checks soon. If there is this check, then I can play king d8 maybe. d7. I cannot take the knight though. Wait, this is losing, right? So queen here, knight here, king f8 maybe. And if pawn here, I take the rook. If he promotes, then probably I will launch some attack on his king. I don't see anything else.
check,
Yes, I need to play this. Otherwise I'm just lost. Another scammy puzzle. I can just take this and then rook, right? Wait, what if he takes with the king? Then I'll have 2 extra pawns and he has some checks. Maybe this is a winning endgame. Do I have anything else? This check doesn't work. This check also doesn't work. What else can I possibly have here? I think I should go with this. Do I have some interesting checks maybe? No, I will not be able to capture the rook if I start checking. So I need to capture it. This I want to play very much. I guess some people will just capture the knight, but the rook is bigger than knight. Okay. Oh, this is just checkmate, right? No, wait, this is not. But yeah, I see the idea, I think. Because if I take this with the bishop now, it's very hard to defend from checkmate. Okay, now it's a fork to checkmate and queen. There's probably no good defense. I don't see it at least. This one. There's plenty of pressure along this file. So it would be nice to win something using it. Also maybe captures on this square work somehow. But I don't see anything really. Oh, maybe I can capture this. No, I'll just capture the queen, right? This is weird. I'm already getting scammed. What move do I have here? Let's say queen takes and takes. Then I take this pawn. Is this what I should do? Yeah, because this bishop is undefendable, right? So I will win this bishop actually, not just this pawn. Yeah, probably I should go with this. Okay. Check, and what next? With this capture. Threaten mate, threaten mate. I mean after this check and this capture. Should be pretty good. He does have this. Oh no, no, he does have check and rook here. But do I really have any other move? I just don't see any other move. I should play this. And here, maybe there is another move other than rook takes f3. Maybe no. This rook is hanging. There is no really good checks. So it must be some quiet move. This is not it. Just knight takes, nothing. Okay, I will take this. I would really like to see what is the continuation. Okay. Actually, I'm down plenty of material here, so I can win the rook. Wait, scam. I can give a check first. Then I win a rook. Here I also can win a rook. It should be pretty easy. It's same scam. It's very funny that such two puzzles are in a row. Okay, here I also have some scams. There's probably no other move. Oh, I might want to give another check, but I don't see good check. Can I checkmate? Just too much squares are defended, it feels. Too many squares are defended. Or just play rook d1. Such move should not be made in such an easy puzzle, right? Otherwise it would be like 2500 if you need to make rook d1 in that position. Yeah, I can take. If check, I just retreat. It doesn't really feel like white can do anything.
Check. Check.
I mean black. White can do a lot of things in that position. Check, check, and yeah, it's completely win for me. Check. But this is not checkmate, he can capture the bishop. Or maybe this is a checkmate. That's pretty interesting checkmate.
Checkmate.
Yeah, I think I see the idea. I think I do see an idea here. What is this move? Oh, he took a knight. Anyway, I want to capture a queen. Why not? Of course he will capture the rook somehow, but there is nothing really against my king. This is not atomic. So... oh, and yeah, and if I capture with the queen, then I get scammed. So maybe people get scammed like that.
Check.
Because I don't give up my queen there. Okay. There is a knight protects from mate, so we might want to deflect it somehow. We might want to deflect it. This is not really a big threat for us. This rook is open, typical pattern. But what can we do in this position? Okay, I see that I can take, but there's a problem after knight d5. This move I don't like because it closes the queen. Knight d5, then how he protects from this check? If he plays g3, he just loses tons of material. And otherwise it is pretty hard to defend from checkmate, probably. Probably because he played this and cannot play like with this rook and king f8. So knight d5 feels like a win. Wait, I missed that move. And what do we do now? I kinda want to capture, takes and capture with the knight. And say, well, your king looks pretty weak. I am also up a pawn, so maybe it's a winning position somehow. There are no jumps with the bishop, right? Oh wow, he just sucks in exchange. This is standard pawn break, right? This is very funny. And it's an actual game. It's not like an artificial puzzle. It really looks like someone set up this position, but it was an actual game. Played king g6. I mean, he played b3 here. If captures, then this move. If captures, then promote. And queen will play versus a bunch of pawns like it's horde. But queen usually wins in horde, right? Play this move. I just want to capture this and say if you capture I give a fork and you capture. With anything here I will give this fork too.
check,
Okay, here I want to just capture this and then give another fork. This looks like a draw though. So maybe play knight immediately is better. There is queen g3. I think I will stick with the initial idea because this will be a rook endgame and I have two more pawns in it, so it should be winning, I guess. Okay, still alive. The puzzles got harder already. Okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I mean, what, I don't see anything really. If there is some funny scam like d7, if he takes, then I'm up. If he starts with taking here and I take with the king and he exchanges this, then I take this pawn and pawn endgame looks winning for me. And if I take first, then well, I still can play d7. It will be really hard to play this position as black, because all pawn endgames are winning for me. Probably after d7 he will have some other scam. I'm not sure what exactly though. I'm not sure which of these two moves are, what is the best order actually. To go about this position. We will need to calculate something. Okay, let's takes d7, the most clear-cut variation. Now what can he do? He cannot move a rook really. He moves the king back, this is not, and I play king f4, cannot take, so king will go here somehow. How do I win this position? I just don't see how I win this position. What is the plan? There should be a win, I believe. Maybe I see the win actually. When the king is here, I can give this check with the rook. My pawn is here. He plays this, obviously. Then I play this move. He takes. Oh wait, he will take with the king. This is weird. I guess I can play king e5 there. Then after king e5 he will need to retreat the king somewhere. Then I capture this pawn. And he returns back, but I just shuffle the rook and then capture another pawn. Yeah, I think I see how this endgame can be won. So, but if I do this immediately, maybe there is some scam. It is not won somehow. I guess that if I play g7 immediately, there could be a scam that he can just give up this exchange and say that this pawn will fall if my rook does anything. And then the bishop plus pawn will defend against the rook somehow, I'm not sure. Okay, let's take. Wait. I believe I need to play king f4 here. So if he plays this, okay, I just shuffle the rook. And the king will need to retreat back, and then I give this check and execute this plan. Okay. I also will need to see why another move, why playing d7 immediately was incorrect, because I didn't clearly understand this. Just look the
Checkmate.
oh wait. Okay, this was stupid. I just got tired after previous puzzle and forgot that this is actually not a joke. Okay, let's then not rate it, please. And here, please also not rate it. Here we played this and this, but I was interested to see what happens after this. What happens after this? Wow, this move I certainly didn't see. This would be such a nice puzzle if engine made this move. Oh, but there is another win. Rook takes d1. No, this is not a win. Come on. How engine says that this is a good idea. Yes, this is the only move. Somehow you cannot capture with anything. Yeah, this is a 1600 puzzle. What a scam. And I mean, I see he can play this, and I don't see what do I do next, but like, it's not hard to solve, because in this position you don't have much except to capture this. Well, okay, I will put a dislike. Come on, bro. And in this puzzle, we play this and this and this. But what happens if we play this immediately? Oh, yeah, this is much easier, I guess. He will just be able to capture this pawn. I will not really capture an exchange there. Yeah, this was easier. I just tired, so I guess I'm finishing my stream now. Let's see. There was some questions in chat. Let's see. But I think I will finish the stream now. And we'll make something more interesting next time. Yes, I'm Wolfram. Okay. I guess it's all for today. Goodbye.